In this short video, I'm going to take you through what RM Easimaths looks like from a teacher's perspective and give you a brief overview of some of the reporting functionality available. To begin with, you will need to log in with your teacher account. As you can see, RM Easimaths is incredibly easy to use and runs in a web browser, meaning that you can access it anytime, anywhere. There are two ways to log in. Either visit www.rmeasymaths.com and sign in using your unique username and password along with your school site ID, or sign in through RM Unify, meaning that you won't need to remember these details. I am now going to log in as a teacher. Once logged in, you will be presented with the teacher dashboard. You will notice we are currently in the Reports tab. On the left, you are able to set various parameters for the report displayed in the middle. The first thing you can set is which teacher's pupils you would like to see from your school. I am going to view detail on pupils in Mr. Saunders' groups. Teachers may have set up groups within their class or school. You can select to view data on a particular group. You can find out how the group system works later in this video. The Choose a Report option allows you to see a variety of reports. More on these in a second. This overview report is currently in graph view, giving me the key information such as how many topics are in progress or have been mastered within this particular group. You can also view this graph as a table. You can see on the left-hand side there are a whole host of report options allowing me to select which curriculum level I wish to see. A key outlining what each colour means, and options to extract the report or print the graph. This particular report gives the teacher an overview of progress in each topic for their group. From this, I can see some pupils are having problems with 2D shapes. Perhaps I should spend a lesson focusing on this topic. I'm now going to show you the Curriculum Progress Report. The Curriculum Progress Report allows you to set a date range to see how pupils within the group you are viewing have progressed through the curriculum. You will only start to see data as pupils progress through the sub-levels. UK schools will only expect children to progress 2 sub-levels a year on average, so you won't see much data here in the early stages of using RM Easimaths. I'm now going to show you the usage report. The usage report allows you to see which pupils have been using RM Easimaths and for how long within a particular date range. If you wish to set an RM Easimaths session for homework, you will be able to check here to see who has completed it. I'm now going to show you the Pupil Progress Report. The Pupil Progress Report gives teachers a great insight, showing progress on an individual pupil level. It also shows the dates in which different pupils have successfully mastered activities or sub-skills. You wouldn't necessarily look at this report for every child every time you log into RM Easimaths. You will perhaps want to check for certain students who are struggling or progressing really well, or even close to parents' evening. On any date range, you can see the sub-skills which have been mastered, which are in progress, or which are considered problem skills. You can select to look at specific topics only. When you hover over the dots, it tells you which sub-skills they are referring to. The table view of this report may be easy for some teachers to interpret. I'm now going to show you the Pupil Score. Again, this report would not necessarily be looked at for every pupil every time you log in. The Pupil Score report shows how many pupils have answered activities in any session, how many activities they got right first time, second time, third time, or if they needed to be given the answer. If there is a lot of red, you know that a pupil is struggling. You can also see the variety of questions given across the topics by hovering over the blocks. This can also be seen in tabular format. If your pupils are getting most of the answers right first time, they will move through the content and therefore levels quickly, meaning Easimaths will automatically increase the difficulty. Let's look at the Problem Skills tab. The Problem Skills tab allows teachers to delve into more detail on any problem skills their pupils may be experiencing. Again, you can select individual pupils and the particular area identified as a problem skill. A problem skill is identified if a pupil repeatedly fails to answer a skill correctly a certain number of times. In this case, the pupil will be regressed automatically to an earlier exercise that will aid their understanding of the overall task. Teachers can also preview the activities. The teacher can then run through this with the pupils during lesson time. Once you have addressed this skill by using the actual activity or other offline material, then you can select which pupils should be retested. This brings the activity and sub-skill back into play to allow the pupil to master it and move on. If you do not tick to have the pupils retested, Easimaths will bring the activity back into play after a certain period of time to keep it fresh in their minds. Now let's look at the groups. The Groups tab allows the teacher or administrators to set up pupil groups in a simple and easy way. The left-hand side shows the various groups underneath each teacher, with the table in the middle showing all the pupils within each group. From here, you can see the level each pupil is working at. The system will select activities best suited to their ability. You can manually change the level a pupil is working at, however this should be used with caution as all data from previous levels will be lost. The best practice is to select the appropriate level when setting up RM Easimaths and then let RM Easimaths progress children automatically according to their ability. It is very simple to add groups. Just click Add Group and enter a name. You can then use the various filters to edit your group. To select the pupils you wish to add to the group, simply click Add. By clicking back into Groups, you can see that the new group has been added. You can also edit existing groups in the same way. Pupil progress data is captured against the individual, so Easimaths allows pupils to be monitored for intervention purposes without this affecting their progress data within the class. The last thing to show you is the topic menu. In the topic menu, you can find details on all the activities within RM Easimaths. The first area gives a summary of what is contained in that topic. The topic menu is great for whole class teaching or for small groups. You can also use this to introduce new topics and look at activities that you know individuals are struggling with. You can select any of the topics and scroll down to see the various skills tests within each one. Each skill and activity is associated with a particular National Curriculum of England sub-level, and from here you can launch any activity. I hope you have enjoyed this short walkthrough of RM Easimaths from a teacher's perspective and can see how the data held within here may help inform your maths teaching. Please check out www.rmeasymaths.com for more information and more videos outlining the pupil view and administration functions of RM Easimaths.